And I'm now going to hand over to one of those exciting biotechs that actually is pioneering the space. We've got David Miles from AKL. David, are you with us?
I am, Phil. I'll just, I can pull up my screen.
Yeah, great. So if you're able to share your screen, the floor is yours. Okay, we've got you, David.
You have. Excellent. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name's David Miles. I'm the CEO of AKL Therapeutics. And thanks, Phil, for inviting us along to talk about AKL and our interest in osteoarthritis, one of the major challenges to healthy aging. Despite a trajectory of increasing lifespan, health span has not shown a similar rate of improvement. Patients experiencing prolonged periods of ill health and often managing multiple age-related conditions. And as we enter this exciting new revolution, we can expect to see life expectancy increase over 100 years. And it's critical, therefore, to ensure that those additional years, and indeed the later years of current life expectancy, are healthy. And research shows that mobility is fundamental to the quest for healthy aging, and the most common cause of reduced mobility is osteoarthritis, which causes chronic pain, reduced mobility, mental suffering, poor social interaction, increased falls, and of course, increased healthcare utilization of valuable resources. The United Nations, in conjunction with the WHO, has designated the current decade as the decade of healthy aging, and over 650 million people suffer from osteoarthritis worldwide. Prevalence is increasing due to the aging population, but also increasing rates of obesity. And furthermore, osteoarthritis can coexist with and in fact negatively affect other chronic conditions, yet there's currently no cure or indeed treatment suitable for long-term use. AKL is focused on developing its lead clinical asset, APPA, a novel therapeutic for inflammatory diseases where there's a high unmet need, including osteoarthritis, which is the main focus of our activities, but also other complex diseases of aging. It has a unique mechanism of action targeting all of the components of osteoarthritis, that's bone, cartilage, and synovium. And it's an oral drug, so it avoids the complications of injections, and it's well tolerated. And in Q1 2024, we will start a phase 2B study, which will target the patient group who demonstrated the highest response versus placebo in the pain study phase 2A. This group of patients are those in moderate to severe disease, typical of the patients who present to the GP, well, their primary care physician for the first time, and will probably have self-medicated with, say, acetaminophen and maybe topical anti-inflammatory gels. These patients have moderate to severe osteoarthritis, and it is this group which is our target commercial group and happens to be the same group that had the greatest benefit in the phase 2A study. We've heard a little bit about senescence today, and senescence plays a direct role in chronic and age-related diseases. It's a process in which the aging cells stop dividing, and one of the hallmarks of aging. In research that's been conducted alongside the osteoarthritis research, we've shown that APPA has the ability to clear senescent cells and also to suppress senescence activities. And this has been demonstrated in human chondrocytes, that is the cells that form cartilage in the knee. We have every reason to believe now that this is operating elsewhere as well, and we're planning further studies on other senescence-related diseases, which are being guided by a scientific advisory board. We have a highly experienced management and executive team covering all the key functions, and we have an advisory board which advises us particularly on corporate strategy and M&A strategy, as well as clinical manufacturing and preclinical. And this whole team is also supported by a scientific advisory board, including some of the global opinion leaders within the sphere of osteoarthritis. We've been fortunate enough to gain a number of external validations along the way. The phase 1 study was sponsored by Liverpool University Clinical Trials Unit. Phase 2A was conducted under a risk share agreement with MBCD, the premier organization in osteoarthritis research. They conducted the phase 2A, and in fact are also investing in the phase 2B study. In 2018, we were awarded an Innovation Award describing APPA as a game-changing treatment for OA. And more recently, the MHA has granted APPA an innovation passport, which is equivalent to the FDA or EMA fast track process. The industry research has shown that in the clinical development part of the process, the highest return, with the exception of the new drug approval, can be gained at phase 2 level. And in fact, this is where we're at. We are currently looking to raise 15 million to conduct a phase 2B trial of patients with moderate to severe osteoarthritis. The leading CRO, MBCD, who run the phase 2A study, along with the founder investors, have committed to contributing more than 50% of funds required. And we're currently in discussions with our existing and some potential new investors. If you'd like to join us on this journey, be happy to hear from you. I can be contacted, David Miles at dmaklrd.com. Thanks, Phil.
Great, David. Thank you. That's very good of you to keep to the 5 minutes. And of course, best of luck with closing out the round.
Thank you.